What's up guys, C-Line here. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Lucia's fireballs effectively. Now Lucia has a very interesting fireball, unlike anyone else in the cast. If you look at her fireball, there's two parts to it. The first part actually neutralizes fireballs, and then you get to choose from between three different versions, all of which are traveling in different arcs. Now as a long time real main, I got bored of the game playing the same character so much that when I picked Lucia up, she helped reignite my passion for the game because of how interesting her playstyle was. And you still get to have that same sense of satisfaction of throwing fireballs, right? Because I understand this is Street Fighter, right? It's not Tekken. And what would Street Fighter be without fireballs? You know, it's just so, I can't live without my fireballs. Right? There's just so much fun in playing the mind game with your opponents, you know, just chucking fireballs at them and then baiting them to jump. And then when they do jump, you know, you hit them with the DP and it's like so satisfying, right? When you land it, it just sends them a message like, alright, no jumping bro, you're playing my game, I'm throwing fireballs, I'm the one in charge, right? So yeah, definitely for all you fireball lovers out there, if you're looking for a different way to play a fireball character, I highly recommend you give Lucia a shot. I'm going to be showing you clips from my own gameplay of how unique Lucia's fireball is, and in my opinion, actually a very high skill ceiling when it comes to mastering her fireball game. And something I noticed is that not many of the top Lucia players are actually utilizing her fireball and zoning game to the fullest potential. And I think a lot of people are sleeping on Lucia as sort of underrated character because they haven't even begun to scratch the surface of her fullest potential. And if you're like me, you know, you enjoy challenges, you enjoy proving people wrong, you know, like screw the tier list, to hell with it, right? Like they place Lucia at what, B, C tier, and I'm like, no man, I'm gonna show them how it's done with this character because I feel like she definitely has potential. So make sure you stick around while I show you how interesting her fireball game is and how much fun it is to play in this way compared to your usual traditional fireball game with Ryu or Sagat. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Lucia or just general Street Fighter content. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video and hope you enjoy it. Alright, so let's take a look at this match I had against Gal yesterday. It's a very interesting one where I was trying to match Gal's fireballs with Lucia's, and I'll show you what I mean by how you can use Lucia's fireballs to neutralize your opponent's fireballs, because the first part actually absorbs fireballs, right? And you can really mess your opponents up, mess up their fireball game, right? So the round starts and just trying to land some pot shots here with a heavy kick fireball. So I'm just gonna rewind here and show you what I did here. So he threw this fireball, I neutralized it with my first one, and I threw a second one out, right? So you're gonna see me do this a lot in this match. So that I did it again, and you can see that I got a favorable trade over there. See, I neutralized his first fireball. And using the medium kick fireball, which goes over in the arc, it goes over his second fireball, and it hits him, and I can block his second fireball. So this is a very interesting way to prevent your opponent from throwing consecutive fireballs like that, because traditionally, after Gal throws that first sonic boom right here, after Gal throws this first sonic boom, he can follow up with the second one because it's a safe one, right? It's a safe fireball whereby even if I jump over right now, he can still anti-air me, right? Even if he throws this sonic boom, if I decide to jump over right now, I'm going to eat a flash kick. So instead of jumping over, I neutralize his second fireball. And because, you know, because of muscle memory, Gal will be very consistently trying to throw more sonic booms because they recognize that it's safe. But my second fireball goes over his sonic boom, and it's a favorable trade. So I'm landing like pot shots right here with Lucia's medium kick fireball. Yeah, so you can see what happens here is after I landed this trade, he does it again. I neutralize his first fireball, and I notice at this point he's walking forward. So instead of throwing out the second fireball, I just hold back, and I'm ready to anti-air him. Boom. Medium kick DP to the face. So at this point, you know, you must be thinking as Gao like, I can't throw sonic booms the way I'm used to, right? So Lucia has a very unorthodox gameplay, unorthodox style, which really screws up your opponent's game plan when it comes to throwing fireballs. So again, another favorable trade over there. Boom. So you can see I'm definitely winning in this fireball game. He caught me with the sweep there. I was trying to throw a fireball. So one thing you have to be careful with Lucia is that in close range, because of the fact that her fireball has so much startup, there's two parts to it, right? So over here I tried to throw a fireball and he just caught me with a sweep. So that's actually one way to counter Lucia, is to just get in the range of sweep range, so she can't really throw fireballs. So as a Lucia player, when your opponents are in sweep range, you should transition to a more like footsie. You should focus more on the footsie battle rather than trying to throw more fireballs. So over here, he's pushing me to the corner. I think I lose this round. Not sure. Caught him with the sweep there, got out of the corner. So yeah, just... Okay, so over here, all game I've been throwing the medium kick fireball, right? After I neutralized the first one. But over here, I noticed he dashed forward and I threw a light one. And I'm going to show you in training mode later in this video why this light kick fireball is so deadly at this range if your opponent just sits there to block it. Okay, just take a note of this light kick fireball. It's a very devious fireball and it's going to help you get an advantage on your opponents. So over there, I think it was a good jump in by him. I definitely tried to anti-air that, but wasn't. I don't know what happened there. I think I just had a brain fart moment and let go of the joystick. So second round, I think so yeah, definitely still trying to play the fireball game with him. But yeah, you see, you can't get too predictable. If not, they're going to jump in on you. But okay, you can see again, like this has been a consistent thing throughout the whole match, right? Carl throws this slow sonic boom, his first sonic boom. I neutralize it with a fireball, follow it up with a medium kick fireball, and like he even threw a EX sonic boom here, and I was able to get a favorable trade and still block the EX boom. It's like he's using an EX sonic boom. I'm using a medium kick fireball and I'm getting a favorable trade because I neutralized his first one. So he's starting to throw his charged up fireballs, charged up sonic booms. And that's another strength of Lucia. You like look at this counter hit stand medium punch. Right, he landed his stand heavy kick. I walked forward like almost as if I was going for a throw. I caught him tacking. But boom, stand medium punch counter hit into big damage, into throw, just like that, 50% from one stand medium punch counter hit, and now he's in the corner. Now I'm bullying him in the corner, just harassing him with my medium kicks. I'm just taking away his options right here. Look, he can't throw any sonic booms, he can't jump out, just bullying him. She's such a bully. Look at that, bully him in the corner. Managed to get out over there. And you can see like this is another deadly tool that Lucia has in her arsenal. Her slide. If your opponents get too predictable with their fireballs, you just slide under them. So definitely a very interesting playstyle. And I think if you're looking to try something different, something where you can switch up between being able to zone, like being able to neutralize your opponent's fireballs, but also be able to switch to a very offensive playstyle at just a second's notice. Lucia is a very fun in that aspect. So over here, you know, one of Lucia's strength is that she can bait people into throwing supers, unsafe supers. I just baited him. I noticed he had super, so I started doing the first fireball, trying to bait him to jump or something, but he did his super. That's like that's the round right there, man. And I still have full bar. And now if I get in on Gao, he has no meter. I can start bullying him because he has no more. I don't have to respect his wake up anymore. So you can see I'm switching up to more offensive one because he doesn't have meter. I don't have to play the fireball game with him. So yeah, just trying to find the right opportunity to get in, and boom. He's trying to keep me out with the sonic booms, but one jump in. Look at that damage, 50% damage from one jump in. And this is like the standard corner pressure, right? Like this game is, like this round is pretty much over already. Oh, but yeah, my DP whiffed over there. He tried to jump out. My DP whiffed and he got some good damage in. So yeah, over there just getting too predictable. It's like just throwing a sonic boom, trying to catch me after that. Just give him the EX DP. Alright, so the next game we had, I just want to show you just how effective her zoning can be with this round. Just an absolute demolishing of this Gao. So using the same tricks as the previous round, but this time adapting to his jumps. So just like that, he can't hang in the fireball wall because he doesn't know what's going on. And that's the round right there. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to show you why Lucia's light kick fireball is a very devious fireball. Because if your opponents decide to just stay there and block this fireball, let's say mid-screen, they're just, let's say you're on the neutral right now, and you throw this light kick fireball out, right? If you see that they're just staying there, you can actually slide in immediately, and look at that. Look at the frame rate advantage I have. I'm +4 right here. I'm +4 because my slide hits first. My slide hits first, and the fireball lands. So by the time the fireball lands, I'm already recovered from the slide. And I'm +4 in your face. And what this means, for those of you who don't know what frame data is, what this means is that if, let's say, your opponent is going for a throw, right? So I have him performing throw on guard recovery. So you can see he's doing a throw, right? If I'm +4, I can just walk back, and his throw won't reach me. And I chose Alex because Alex has the, I think if I'm not wrong, the longest throw range in the game. So what this means is, if they decide to tech the throw, you get a free punish right here. Look at that. Huge damage from your opponent's teching. So they have to respect this if they eat it. So if they don't tech, you can just throw them. It's a free throw. Or if they try to do something else, like maybe I'll make him try to jump out or something. So he's trying to jump back right now. That's still, like, he's trying to jump back right now. You can see that he's jumping back, right? But if I just follow it up with a stand medium punch, that's a counter hit, and you can confirm this into big damage again. So this is why I said Lucia's light kick fireball is a very devious fireball. Because if you catch your opponents off guard, like maybe they're sleeping or something, and they let you get away with this in close range, you can just slide and put them in that vortex I mentioned earlier. I showed like the vortex that I'm showing you right now, whereby they can't tag, because if they tag, you can just walk back and shimmy them. So most of the time after I do this, I just like to go for a throw, right? If I land it. But if they have been shown to tag this, then the next time you land this, just blow them up with anything. Like even if they're tagging, you can still, like right now, I'll just set it to tag. Right, he's tagging right now, right? Even if they're tagging, you can still do your stand medium punch. Whoops, messed it up there. You can still do your stand medium punch, and that's a counter hit. Boom, big damage, right? So this is, so against good players, they won't eat this, right? So how do you counter this if you're playing against Lucia? Like I showed you earlier in the video, because this fireball has so much startup, you can just get close to Lucia and sweep her. When you see this light kick fireball come out, you can sweep her. But from what I see most players do online, they just back up. They either just walk back or they jump out. So what this means is that even if you don't get them to block it and to land your shenanigans, right, you can use this as a way to create space for yourself. So if you're getting cornered, you can throw this out in the corner to make them back up, and it's creating a lot of space for you just from one fireball. It's helping you get out of the corner. And if they decide to crouch there and block it, then you can slide in, you know, and start your shenanigans. So that's why this fireball is so devious, because like okay, like this is something that you can do, I'm sure, at the lower ranks. What I like to do when I face an opponent I don't know is I'll test them first. Like at the start of the round, I'll test them whether they know what's going on or not with this fireball. If they don't know what's going on with this fireball, you know it's going to be a free win already. You're just going to do this and then slide in all game and get in, and you're +4. Being +4 in your opponent's face it's like Cody's EX Zong. You're getting in and you're plus from a light kick fireball that doesn't require any meter. So this light kick fireball is very, it's kind of cheap. But against from speaking from experience, against good players, when I do this in game, they won't sit there and block it, right? They'll just back up, jump out, backdash, or they'll just jump out or backdash or back out, whatever. So essentially, when you're playing against better opponents, this fireball becomes like a way to create space. But you can still catch them off guard once in a while. Like you can do it in your block strings, and if they're not looking out for it, like after this you can slide in and you're +4. Right, like this +4. Like maybe you're doing a block string like this, and they're not looking out for it, you can get in. But you can, like I showed you earlier in the golf video, you don't have to commit to this light kick fireball. You can bait them into doing something, into sweeping, into doing an unsafe sweep, or you can catch them you can make it safe just by doing this heavy kick fireball. So you definitely have the advantage here in terms of choice with this light kick fireball. Alright, so here's a little sequence that you can use with Lucia's fireballs in your games. Is you can do a heavy kick fireball and follow that up with a light kick fireball. So if your opponents decide to jump after they block the heavy kick fireball, you can catch them with the light kick fireball and convert this into a V skill 1, right? Be careful of doing this at extreme close ranges, because they might be able to land a jump in on you. So just space out, just like try to space out a bit further. But also, this is not safe against opponents who have some form of horizontal move that travels, like a move that travels horizontally. So like in Alex's case, he can do his elbow, his EX elbow, which is going to punish your light kick fireball. And I think most of the characters have some form of horizontal move like that does that. Even Ryu, I think even Ryu can punish the light kick fireball with a Tatsu. So just try not to be too predictable with this, but you can catch your opponents off guard once in a while. So another use for the light kick fireball is the EX one, right? If you do the EX one, instead of just bouncing once like this, it actually travels quite a bit. It bounces another time. So you can, the range increases, but it's essentially the same thing as light kick fireball, except that it has increased range. So I like to use this when my opponent is in the corner already, to keep them there. I like to throw this from like 3/4 screen away when they're in the corner, so that I can get in for free. And what usually happens is, either they try to jump out, like as I'm following up this fireball, either they try to jump out and I can DP them, or if they decide to stay there and block it, I get the same shenanigans as earlier. Like I can just shimmy them. I can like walk in the range, shimmy them. And you don't want to take a shimmy in the corner against Lucia. That's like 40% at least. Like this, shimmy them into fireballs. You get the point. So it's a very not only is it very effective in getting in, it creates a lot of I feel like it creates a lot of pressure on your opponents, like mentally. Like some of them will start jumping because they don't want to deal with this shit. But if they jump, like for example, if you do it like this and they jump, you can confirm a DP after that. And this will happen more often than you think. It happens so often for me. I don't know how much damage I've gotten off this light kick EX fireball. But if they don't decide to jump, then you can, either go for some pressure with your normals, or just throw them. But if they decide to take the throw, then it's a lights out for them, man. Freaking lights out right here. Yeah, so light kick fireball, very useful in the corner as a way to close the distance and get in on your opponent's face. Right, so that's it for my video, guys. I didn't want to make it too long, so I tried to only include stuff that I thought was more relevant. Like this video if you like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace.